Good evening and welcome to No Rest for the Weekend. I'm Jason Godbey alongside Kayla Vera. We're here at the beautiful Selena Hotel in New York City for the 12th annual Soho International Film Festival. Kayla, describe the atmosphere here tonight.
Jason, it's another beautiful night in November, about 70 degrees in New York City. We're just waiting for the filmmakers and stars of the evening to arrive, and it's going to be another great night.
We'll be back with more Soho International Film Festival right after this. Brought to you by JMR Rentals, professional digital cinema and broadcast equipment rentals in Brooklyn, New York. JMRNY.com. And now get 15% off your first rental when you use the promo code WEEKEND. Call 347-721-3400 or email info@jmrny.com for details.
Hi, here with Brett Devins and his short documentary, Small Town, Big Canvas.
Yep.
How are you doing today?
I'm great. This is super exciting. I did not expect this big of a turnout. I've never been in something this exciting before for one of my films, so it's been amazing.
It really is. So tell us a little more about your documentary.
So our documentary features multiple artists from New York City who go out to a small town in Pennsylvania, and we paint 15 murals for a small community that reflects their community and reflects their culture. And basically, I filmed 14 days straight, whatever I saw, and turned it into about a half-hour-long film about the power of community, culture, and people, and how we have so much to learn from each other. So,
That's amazing. I like that. So who's your favorite artist?
I will never answer that question.
I knew you'd say that.
Me? No, I'm kidding. No, I don't know. You? I don't know. Anybody.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Before I let you go, let us know where we can find your project online.
So you can follow us on Instagram at Small Town Big Canvas, and very soon we'll be releasing it publicly after the film festival.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here with Kiki Sakalakis and her short, Silent Notes. Kiki, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
How does it feel to be here?
Really exciting. I'm so pleased to be part of this film festival.
It is an amazing festival. Tell us a little more about your project.
Well, my project is Silent Notes. It's a short drama, and it's about a young, white, deaf man who longs to be part of a Black Baptist choir in hopes of being part of their community.
So what would the central message of the film be?
I would say belonging. It really is about desire to belong.
That's what I thought. Before I let you go, tell us where we can find information about you and the project online.
Sure. You can go on the website. It's www.silentnoteshortfilm.com.
Awesome. Kiki Sakalakis and her short, Silent Notes. Thank you so much, Kiki.
Thank you.
Here with Brian Santiago and his TV pilot, Grafton. How does it feel to be here today?
It feels great to be at an in-person film festival.
Amazing.
Yeah, most of them have been virtual, but
Yes.
it feels good to be in person.
Definitely. So tell us a little more about your pilot.
My pilot is a psychological thriller about a woman who gets lost on the interstate, and she stumbles upon a small town where she reluctantly assumes the identity of someone else.
I love thrillers. I would have to watch it.
It's a little bit funny, too. It's kind of like a dual tone, a little creepy, a little funny.
Amazing. Tell us where we can find information about your project online.
GraftonTheFilm.com.
Here with Michaela Zano, did I pronounce it correctly? And her pilot, Couples Therapy. I love the name. Yes, the title is amazing. Tell us a little more about it.
So Couples Therapy is a sexy, provocative dramedy about Natalia, a couples therapist who treats neurotic New York couples while her own marriage is falling apart. And for the life of her, she can't follow her own advice and save her own marriage.
This is so exciting.
Thank you.
So what would you say the message of the film, of the pilot is?
That just because someone's an expert at something doesn't mean they can follow their own advice, and that, you know, it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to be human, and it's
A little crazy too.
a little crazy too, yeah, and just sort of like we're redefining the modern woman and showing that she can be a million different things. She can be strong, but also fragile, and put together, and then a complete mess at the same time. And that's okay, because that's just part of being human and being a woman.
I love it. I'll have to watch it.
Oh, you do. You should.
Before I let you go, tell us where we can find your project online.
Okay, so we're on Instagram at Couples Therapy TV. Same for our website, couplestherapytv.com. And if you want to find me, Michaela Zano is my handle for all social media and my website.
Here with Michael Shanahan from Australia.
Correct.
And his short sci-fi film, Remembrance. Michael, tell us a little more about your project.
Okay, yeah, Shane Joseph Willis wrote it, directed it. We did it in a couple of days in Melbourne, Australia. Sci-fi, drama, a lot of drama involved. And yeah, we did it just pre-pandemic, and obviously we had a lot of time to think about it.
Sounds exciting.
It is, yeah. Flew in about sort of 5 days ago into New York, so it's nice to be travelling again, to be honest.
And it's nice to do it live versus virtual.
Right. This is special. Special being in Melbourne. We've been locked down for like 10 years, so we're happy about
Wow. Well, great having you. You look amazing.
Thank you. You too.
Good luck with the film. And before I let you go, tell us where we can find info about you online.
Michael_Shanahan_.
Here with Michael Shanahan and his sci-fi short Remembrance. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Take care.
Here with Stacy Maltin and her musical feature film, Triple Threat. Stacy, you look great tonight.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be here?
Amazing. To be like live and in person on a red carpet feels awesome.
Yes. So I love that you did a musical film.
Thank you.
Tell us a little more about it.
Yeah, so I am such a musical theater nerd. I've loved musicals like my whole life, but I stopped doing them some years ago to work in the film industry. I like direct movies now. So this is like my love letter to Broadway, to musicals, to like that part of myself.
Oh, that's amazing. Where can we find more information online?
Bestiesmakemovies.com has like all of our information about all of our projects. TripleThreatFilm.net is going to be specifically triple threat news and everything, where we're playing and the release and everything like that.
Awesome. Stacy Maltin and her musical feature, Triple Threat. Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you so much.
Joining me now is the ever wonderful, ever effervescent Ilaria Malvesti. You know her, you love her from the show. She used to do this for us. Ilaria is here with her own short film, Sins. Ilaria, how does it feel back on a red carpet, back at Soho, our first film festival together?
Amazing. Actually, after the pandemic, to be back here together it's more than a film festival. It's a victory for everybody tonight.
It's like a reunion.
It's a reunion of friends, yes.
So tell us about the film. Tell us about Sins.
It's a thriller noir in the restrictive era of the 1960s. It's a triangle. It's a woman, immigrant woman, Italian woman, who falls in love with her daughter's boyfriend.
And comedy ensues, I'm sure. It's disastrous, I'm sure.
Quite. Everything unravels, and how far we can push desire and obsession.
So, and you wrote and you play the Italian woman, or the lead in the film as well.
Nina, the lead role, and then Casey and Marco, yeah.
And this is Jeremiah Kipp directed this film.
Jeremiah Kipp directed it, absolutely. And now we are turning into a feature film, so hang tight.
And where are you in your festival run right now?
This is actually the end of it. This is, we Soho Film Festival, which is my favorite film festival. We're going to wrap up the run.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
So for people who want to know more about you, about the film, where can they find you on the web?
They can find me ilariamalvesti.com, on Instagram Movenze.
Spell that for people.
Movenze.
Grazie mille.
Prego, tesoro.
Buonasera. Ilaria Malvesti with Sins.
Here with Laryn Stover and her documentary short, The Love and the Fury. Laryn, tell us a little more about your documentary short.
During the pandemic, I made a short film that involved the theatrical communities and the boxing communities about how you can overcome despair and trauma through the magic of boxing. And I'd like to think that my film explores the deep magic of boxing. The most charming part of the film is seeing one of my actor friends box in a cocktail dress.
Wow.
Which I think you would enjoy.
I'd love to see
that's
that.
what I see you doing.
I do love boxing, and I do a little kickboxing myself too. So it's definitely be one of my top choices from the festival. Laryn, you look beautiful today. How does it feel to be here?
I'm kind of a shut-in as a writer, so it's kind of traumatic and exciting at the same time.
I see. Tell us, where can we find more information about the project online?
I do have a little bit posted on my book website, Bohemian Manifesto Book, and there will be a chapter on boxing coming out next year.
I see. So here with Laryn Stover and her documentary short, The Love and the Fury. Thank you, Laryn.
Thank you.
Here with Ethan Itzkow, I love your last name, by the way, and his short thriller, High Score. Ethan, how does it feel to be a part of Soho Film Festival?
Absolutely incredible. Soho Film Festival is a wonderful event. We're really thrilled to be here. This was actually one of our top festivals on our New York list, so we're really, really excited to be here today.
And tell us a little more about the your thriller, High Score.
Yeah, sure. So High Score is an anti-racist social horror film that follows a burgeoning white supremacist as he descends into an abyss of online radicalization and extremist conspiracy theories. The film follows a young man's radicalization to violence through the Great Replacement conspiracy theory, a real conspiracy theory that causes violence and unrest here in the United States.
Wow. So what would you say central message of the film is?
The central message of the film is to be aware how this conspiracy theory is playing out throughout all forms of media in the United States, including from our highest representatives in government, and how that's hurting the most vulnerable populations here in the United States. So it's really a film to explore this conspiracy theory and let people know how pervasive it is within our society.
I like it. Very relevant to what's going on right now.
Yes,
Ethan, before I let you go, where can we find more information online?
You can find more information at our production company, schmefilms.com.
Ethan Itzkow and his short thriller, High Score. Thank you, Ethan.
Thank you.
Here with Zach Crone, writer, director, cinematographer of the short film Matched. Did I get it all right?
You got it. You nailed it. Perfect.
Zach, how does it feel to be here?
Oh, it's great. I'm a Soho alum, as is our lead actress, so it's amazing to be back. So we're here, we're live, we're doing the thing. It's great. I always love this festival, and to be back is just great.
And what about your film? Tell us a little more.
Okay, it's a short 3-minute thriller. It's got a comic ending, so people say it's a comedy, some people say it's a horror, but it's shot like a horror film. So take a lot of the horror tropes, throw them on their ear. The film is about a young woman searching through an unfamiliar apartment during a blackout with nothing but a box of matches. And we also lit the film with nothing but a box of matches.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So it was a lot of fun. We did it in one night. We did not burn the house down. No one burned any fingers. And we're approaching our 60 film festival mark and just loving the ride we're on.
Very exciting. Before I let you go, where can we find more info online?
The film's website is bytheglasspictures.com/matched. So you can find anything about me in the film there, bytheglasspictures.com. And I'm Zach Crone on Instagram, Zach_KRON.
Zach Crone and his short film Matched. Zach, thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Soho.
Joining me now is the Executive Director and Head of Programming for the Soho International Film Festival, Ms. Sybil Santiago. Welcome, Sybil. How's it feel to be back post-pandemic, back on a red carpet?
It's actually quite amazing. It's a little bit awkward at times because it's sort of a lot of getting used to again, but it's also a bit exhilarating to see people's faces, not on the computer, not on virtual only, So I'm glad we got a chance to do this. It was a battle, but we got here, and everyone seems to be having fun upstairs, which is great, and everyone's been enjoying the red carpet. So I can't complain.
I'm so glad that we could do this because it feels like this was the first festival that we covered on the show back in 2018. So for us, it feels like a homecoming. And then for us to also have a film in the festival is great as well. This year was virtual as well as, so we're doing awards tonight, but tell us a bit about the virtual program that we had going this past week.
Absolutely. So we had over 95 films this year. We had a bigger selection of short films than normal. I guess the pandemic, sort of made a lot of creators sort of also do a lot more films through the pandemic, which was really nice to see and inspiring, just to show you the resilience of filmmakers, especially independent filmmakers, to figure out a way. After a while, you go through your little moment, but I think everybody found a way to express what they're going through the medium of film. And that was beautiful, and we managed to capture quite a few of them in the festival this year, so that was exciting. And we also reached a lot of really far countries that we haven't had in our program before. Like we had a feature film from Estonia, for example, and which is amazing, which we haven't had before. So it's great. I can't complain. Canceling wasn't an option. So I'm really glad that we were able to put it up, and I'm really glad that the filmmakers were very, very involved and very engaged through the festival. So,
do you think going forward at this point, because you've now done virtual, are you going to keep a part of the program virtual and do in person? Like, what does next year feel like for you?
Our base is always going to be in person because that's what we do. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with having the virtual being a part of it as well. Because at the end of the day, there will always be people that cannot, travel or cannot make it to New York. So this way, if we can do sort of some kind of a hybrid semblance of a setup, it probably would be something that we're seriously considering moving forward.
Is there a distinct plan in place for next year yet, or are we kind of feeling it out at this point? We're going back to summer where it's November now, so do you guys think June next year is too soon? What are you thinking?
We're moving it up, but I don't know if we're going to go right in June because we do need filmmakers to be able to make their films. But we are opening for submissions right after the festival, after this awards night, and we will likely move our dates just a little bit earlier, not as late in the year, but little by little we'll kind of try to move back up to the summer.
And what, if anything, other programs, anything like that for filmmakers do you guys have going forward?
As a matter of fact, I don't know if you see on our red carpet, we finally have our film festival basically sponsored by the Soho Film Forum. So moving forward, that is our educational side. And we're hoping to have more events on a monthly basis, leading to the festival.
Fantastic. So for people who want to maybe submit to the festival, know more about the festival, where can they find you guys on the web?
SohoFilmFest.com and on social media everywhere, Soho Film Fest.
And that's all from this year's Soho International Film Festival. For more of our content, including more film festival coverage, visit our website, norestoftheweekendpodcast.com. Don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. And now you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/getbehindtherabbit. I'd like to thank everyone who came out tonight and our sponsor, JMR Rentals. For Behind the Rabbit Productions, I'm Jason Godbey. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.